Short form editing is a scam, and let me tell you why. If you're still a short form editor begging influencers in their DMs to edit viral reels for them or create compelling short form content for them or whatever you want to call it, you are not going to make it. So I've generated over $132,000 clipping content for Iman Gadzhi, Andrew Tate and Luke Belmar. Generated over 400 million views. I've watched this whole space evolve in real time, and what's working now is completely different than 2 years ago when it was still called short form editing. So let me tell you how I know all of this. I used to be that guy DMing influencers, begging them to work with me, crafting the perfect pitch, begging for a chance to edit 3 reels a day for them for $500 a month. I'd spend hours trying to convince them, making them see the value in my work, them demanding for me to make a trial edit and then them ghosting me forever. I've been there. I've been in the trenches. So long story short, I went all in on clipping for Tate, generated over 150 million views, and guess how much I got paid for all those views? Nothing. Zero. I was only getting paid for each sale that I generated to Andrew Tate's course. That was $11.99 per sale that I made. I made over $10,000 in 3 to 4 months doing that. It allowed me to quit my job, but I left so much money on the table. Then I joined Luke Belmar's clipping team. He was paying me for views, and in my best month, I made about $11,000 all from my phone. Then I got kicked out of the team because I turned him into a meme. You know, the Johnny Walker I studied bro meme? Yeah, I got a full video on that. Anyway, then I went on to Iman Gadzhi's clipping team, generated hundreds of millions of views for him as well. Again, didn't get paid for those views, but the point is, I've been on both sides of the equation, begging for work and getting ignored to actually being approached by tons of influencers myself. After all those experiences, I had built a system that prints money. I prefer life this way. Let's talk about what's not working anymore. First thing, cold DM outreach. It's genuinely cooked. You know, ever since I started posting content, I get tons of DMs of people offering their editing services. I read every single one of them and I ignore every single one of them. And trust me, these creators, these influencers are exactly the same. We read every single message. If everyone's writing the exact same message, how do you even think you're gonna get replies? Every influence inbox looks like this. Hello sir, do you need short form editor? Please stop doing that. They see hundreds of these every single day. If your whole strategy on making money is sending 50 DMs daily, hoping someone responds and accepts, you know, $200 a month to edit 5 reels, you're playing the losing game. Second thing that's not working is staying loyal to one platform. The best clippers that I know are posting on every single major platform: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. If you're only posting on Instagram and not just reposting the same videos to YouTube and TikTok, you're missing out on so much money. You can literally triple your income if you just post them on these platforms too. Whatever goes viral on Instagram also goes viral on TikTok and vice versa. The third thing that's not working anymore is thinking your editing skills actually matter. Spoiler alert, they don't. Knowing Premiere Pro or CapCut isn't a flex anymore. Making the best, most aesthetic reels isn't a flex, unless you just want to build a personal brand, but that's a whole other story. If you're a clipper trying to make money off clipping influencers' content, you do not need to spend hours and hours on editing your captions. Guilty. But anyway, everyone can add aesthetic captions or cool transitions, but that's not what differentiates a clipper making $1,000 a month to a clipper making $10,000 a month. What does is actually understanding what goes viral, hooks and music selection. These two fundamentals, mastering these puts you above any clipper. If you can't hook people into your video within the first 0.1 seconds, how do you expect for someone to watch the full video, no matter how aesthetic your reel is? The editing is the easy part. Even a kid could learn it, but you genuinely need to master the fundamentals of clipping content. And that's more than just adding captions. Now let's go into what's actually working right now. WOP content rewards. You join campaigns that pay you for views directly. You just post, get views, and get paid. Let me show you what I mean. For example, this campaign right here. It's got a budget of about $25,000 and it pays you $2 per 1,000 views that you generate. So let's say you got 3 viral videos in a month. Boom, you just got paid $3,000. It's literally as simple as that. All the content in here is given. What you need to do, you submit your videos, you go viral, you get paid. And there's like $8,000 already paid out to some clippers. I've built my entire career before WOP even existed. Now there's a platform that makes it accessible for anyone starting from zero. Second thing that's working right now is being active inside of campaigns. And I mean inside the chats, connecting with people, helping people, talking. Most people think you need to build a personal brand to get noticed, for people to know your name. But I had never shown my face on the internet up until now. And a lot of people knew who I was. What's actually working is being active inside of communities, helping other clippers, answering questions, hopping on live calls whenever they're hosted. I was being useful, not loud. And also you get to make a lot of friends. All the friends that I have right now, I've met them online in some random community in some random Discord servers. This is basically the way how I got connected inside of Andrew Tate's, Luke Belmar's and Iman's clipping team. I've met a lot of people in there and it got me tons of connections. The third thing that's working right now is understanding the algorithm. The algorithm is not the same as it was a couple of years ago. It is changing every single day. The clippers that actually make money understand why videos go viral. That's the skill that prints, not fancy edits. So let me show you a quick example.
I like mushrooms. Have you ever done mushrooms?
No.
Okay, you should do mushrooms. You would actually really enjoy them. I have a thesis for psilocybin mushrooms. Japanese scientists observed that there is an experiment that Japanese scientists did, and what they did is there was a labyrinth that represented the Tokyo story of the bamboo. Bamboo spends 5 to 7 years under the dirt, and then within a couple weeks, it shoots up meters and meters.
Okay, this video had 1,000 likes and I don't know, like 10k views perhaps. Then this video had 870,000 likes and about 6.3 million views. Why is that? It's the same editing style, it's the same creator, it's the same account. I made both of these videos myself. Why did this one go extremely viral and why did the other one stagnate at 10k views? This one had a very intriguing hook. The music was giving a conspiracy theory vibe, and those first 2 seconds made people watch the entirety of the video. But then if you compare it to this one,
The story of the bamboo. Bamboo spends...
the fuck is a bamboo? And that song behind it is a super, monotone, happy vibe, and I don't understand what's going on, so I'm going to click away. That's it. So here's my prediction for 2026. Clipping is just getting started. A lot of people think that it's oversaturated or they missed the wave. They didn't. The wave hasn't even hit yet. I saw the exact same thing when I started back in December 2022. Everyone said editing was oversaturated and no one's gonna buy into this whole idea how dead short form editing is. You know what actually happened? 90% of those people quit when it got hard. They quit when they didn't get any views. They tried to blame the whole business model instead of themselves. They couldn't just accept their videos were shit. And that's the issue with most people now. The ones that stayed are the ones that are making real money now. 2026 will be the exact same. A lot of people will try to come in, try it for a few weeks, blame the algorithm, blame the platforms, blame that the business model is not working. They're gonna post 3 clips in a week, leave the account dead, try and post it again, cry inside the chat that they're not getting views, and quit. That is not competition. That is just noise. The biggest problem in the social media market right now isn't that there's too many clippers. On the contrary, there's a lack of quality clippers. I'm getting hit up every single day by brands, businesses, creators, agency owners asking to refer good quality clippers. The demand is there, but the supply isn't. If you treat this like a real skill, learn the algorithm, stay consistent, don't quit when views get low. If you do all of that, you will lap everyone who doesn't, because most people won't stick through those hard times. In 2025, I gave away my full blueprint on how to go from zero to a couple $1,000s a month just from clipping on your phone. Over 38,000 people joined. Some took action and changed their lives, but most sat there and did nothing with those free resources. So in 2026, I'm making access to the community paid. This is purely to filter serious people from anyone that's not willing to put in the work. Inside, you get full tutorials on how to edit the fastest possible way. I give you a full training on how to edit viral content, understanding algorithms, and I link you with paid deals. You can literally join and get paid from day one. And we've also now introduced weekly coaching calls inside of the community. If you're serious about making money from clipping, changing your life, just as I did, from working at Subway to living a life of true freedom, the link's in the description. If you're not, no hard feelings, but don't wonder why nothing's changed in 2026.